Teachers, what's the dumbest reason a parent has ever argued with you? I've been teaching 4th grade for 12 years and I thought I'd seen everything. But last spring, I had a parent conference that still makes my brain hurt when I think about it. So I'm sitting in my classroom after school waiting for Mrs. Peterson to arrive. Her daughter Emma is a sweet kid, really bright, but she'd been struggling with math lately. Nothing too serious, just needed some extra practice with multiplication tables. Mrs. Peterson walks in wearing a full business suit, carrying this huge binder, and sits down across from my desk like we're about to negotiate a corporate merger. She opens the binder and pulls out a stack of papers. Turns out she's been tracking Emma's homework assignments, test scores, and even timing how long Emma spends on each subject at home. I'm thinking, okay, this is actually pretty impressive. A parent who's really involved in their kids' education. Then she starts talking. Miss Williams, I need to discuss Emma's math grades with you. According to my calculations, you've been teaching multiplication incorrectly. I'm confused, so I ask her to explain what she means. She pulls out Emma's homework from the week before and points to a problem. Look at this. You marked Emma wrong for writing 7 times 8 equals 56. I look at the paper. Emma had written 7 higher 8 in 54, and I'd marked it incorrect, writing 56 next to it. Mrs. Peterson, 7 times 8 is 56, not 54. Emma made a simple math error. That's when things got weird. Mrs. Peterson pulls out her phone and shows me a calculator app. She punches in 7 by 8 and shows me the screen. It says 56. See? She says triumphantly. The calculator says 56, but you're teaching Emma that the answer is 56 when it should be 54. I stare at her for a solid 10 seconds, trying to process what just happened. Mrs. Peterson, the calculator is showing 56. That's what I marked as the correct answer. Emma wrote 54, which is wrong. She looks at her phone again, then back at me, then at the homework paper. No, you don't understand. Emma told me that you said 7 times 8 is 56, but when I helped her with homework, I taught her that 7 times 8 is 54. My brain is starting to short circuit at this point. Mrs. Peterson, can you show me how you got 54? She grabs a piece of paper and starts writing. 7 plus 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 7. She counts on her fingers. 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 49, 54. I watch her do this and realize she's only adding 7 to itself 7 times instead of 8 times. Mrs. Peterson, you're adding 7 times, but 7 times 8 means you need to add 7 times, or add 8 7 times. She looks at me like I just told her the earth is flat. That doesn't make sense. Why would 7 times 8 mean adding 7 times? That's 9 numbers total. I grab some manipulatives from my desk. Little plastic blocks that I use to teach multiplication. Okay, let's use these. 7 times 8 means 7 groups of 8 blocks each. I start making 7 piles with 8 blocks in each pile. Count them up. She counts, gets to 56. Then she looks confused and counts again. But that can't be right. I've been teaching Emma that 7 times 8 is 54 for months. Are you telling me I've been wrong this whole time? At this point, I'm starting to feel bad for her. But then she says something that makes my jaw drop. Well, even if you're technically correct, I think we should stick with 54 for consistency. Emma's been practicing it my way at home, and changing it now will just confuse her. I kid you not, this woman wanted me to teach her daughter incorrect math so it would match the wrong way she'd been teaching it at home. Mrs. Peterson, I can't teach incorrect math to your daughter. 7 times 8 will always equal 56. That's not going to change. She gets huffy and starts packing up her binder. Fine, but don't expect Emma to do well on her multiplication tests if you're going to keep changing the answers on her. She storms out of my classroom, leaving me sitting there wondering if I just experienced some kind of alternate reality. The next day, Emma comes to school looking confused. She tells me her mom spent 2 hours the night before trying to convince her that calculators are wrong and that teachers sometimes don't know math as well as parents do. I ended up having to send home a note with basic multiplication facts and suggesting that Mrs. Peterson might want to double check her math before helping with homework. She never responded to the note, but Emma's multiplication suddenly improved dramatically when she stopped getting help at home. The best part? At the parent-teacher conference in the fall, Mrs. Peterson acted like the whole thing never happened. But I noticed she didn't bring her binder this time.